Lesson 1. We are going to evaluate using order of operations. So, evaluate the quantity of, that's how we read parentheses, so the quantity of 5 minus 3 plus the quantity of 6 minus 12. Oh, excuse me, 6 times 12. That dot is multiplication. Excuse me. So we're going to do those parentheses first. 5 minus 3 is 2. The plus sign stays. And then 6 times 2 is 12. We don't have any exponents, no multiplication or division, but we do have addition. So now we can do that 2 plus 12. Which is 14. So that would be its value. Our next problem, we have evaluate 4 squared divided by 2 times 3. So we want to look down at our order of operations and ask ourselves, do we have any parentheses? When I look at that problem, no parentheses. So I move to step 2. Do I have any exponents? Yes, I have 4 squared. 4 squared means 4 times itself. So 4 times 4, which is 16. And then the rest of our equation just stays. So 16 divided by 2 times 3. So we did step 2. Do we have multiplication or division? Yes, we have both. So we need to do those in order from left to right. So we're just going to solve our problem from left to right. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Bring down the times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. So that would be its value. That's what evaluate means. Evaluate means find the value or calculate the value. Next piece is to evaluate an algebraic expression. Remember, an algebraic expression is a mathematical sentence with variables, numbers, and operations. So step 1 is replace the variable with its number value. Now see, I put number value in parentheses because we need to replace the number in parentheses. Then step 2, evaluate using order of operations. So we still want to use PEMDAS. So we are going to evaluate 4p minus 5 when p equals 10. So our first step is to replace our variable. So replace p with 10 because p equals 10. So I'm going to put that 10 in for p, but remember we have to replace it in parentheses. So I'm going to rewrite this as 4. Instead of p, I'm going to put parentheses, and the value of p is 10, so I'm going to put that 10 inside the parentheses. Minus 5. 4 parentheses 10, which means 4 times 10, minus 5. So these parentheses right here are representing multiplication. There's no operation inside the parentheses, so we're not going to do parentheses. We're not going to do exponents. But we have multiplication and we have subtraction. So we're going to do the multiplication first. 4 times 10 is 40. Minus 5. We did that multiplication. Now we can do that subtraction. 4 minus 5 is 35. So 35 would be the value of that expression when p equals 10. Last example, evaluate the expression when x equals 25. So our expression is 7 plus x over 5. So x over 5 right here, that just means x divided by 5. That fraction bar is just another way to represent division. So remember, step 1 is to replace our variable with the number value in parentheses. So our value for x is 25. We have to replace x with 25 in parentheses. So rewrite this as 7 plus x on the top. So I'm going to put parentheses where x is. X is 25, so I'm going to put 25 in parentheses and then that 5 on the bottom. Now we just need to evaluate that expression. So I'm going to rewrite our PEMDAS. Parentheses is just holding that number, so there's no operation inside, no exponents, but we have division and we have addition. We have to do that division first. That division comes first, so we have to do 25 divided by 5. Well, 25 divided by 5 is 5. So I can replace this piece with 5. That plus sign comes back down, that 7 comes back down. We did the division. Now we can do the addition. 7 plus 5 is 12. So that is our final answer. That is the end of lesson 1. You may now go into your practice for lesson 1.